Okay, hello everybody. This is actually just a few hours after I recorded the last part. I know I said I was gonna wait and like see if people actually enjoyed watching me play this, but I realized I actually don't care. Not, like that sounds really mean. I don't mean it that way. I just mean I really enjoyed the first part of this game and I'm gonna play it anyway and continue playing it anyway. And to be honest, I have a lot of fun recording and editing videos because I talk to myself when I play anyway. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and record this later tonight. I had a really wonderful dinner between this part and this, the last part and this part. I had a wonderful, just beautiful, just splendid, superb Culver's butter burger with cheese and mayo and ketchup, and cheese curds with ranch, and a sundae, chocolate sundae. I normally don't like chocolate ice cream, but this was quite good. It tastes like chocolate milk with cookie dough and Oreo and fudge. It was quite decadent. It was delightful, really. And I'm bringing this up because I talked at length about how hungry I was in the last part. So this is my tying that little thread, that side plot off neatly. Two things before I start. I guess three things. One, I don't have a drink in front of me because I drank it with my dinner, so I'm sorry if I am coughing or my voice is kind of gravelly in this. I have asthma that makes it sometimes hard for me to talk out loud for a really long time. Two, my cat is in the room and he's quite loud, so I'm sorry if you can hear him. But three is I didn't look up any spoilers, but I did learn slightly more about the game. Um, like after I recorded that last part. And basically it's just that I learned that kind of at the end I was wondering like, do my choices actually matter? Does it make a difference if I chose Gretchen or Duke or whatever, like that kind of stuff? Apparently it actually does. Apparently there's actually a fairly broad amount of I don't know, like player choice involved, and it actually makes a really big difference in the story. Um, and I did learn that there's a way to save everybody, or not everybody, but both of those characters. But unfortunately, it would require me starting over completely, and that it was kind of like one spoiler I got. And because I didn't know that going in, I feel like I'm gonna pretend I don't know it, take it out of my head, because I want to play this as blind as possible. So I'm gonna start part two. I think we can continue from where we left off. Episode two waits. Yep, I saved. We can continue. I don't think we need a recap just because I literally played it a few hours ago. Oh, so we made it through the night. Okay, you open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip there. Your gaze wanders around across the room to the window in the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there, right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. Familiar unease settles in your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play in your head. You can't help but remember Duke, slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Finger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. No, you can refresh yourself on the events of a previous day by using the journal icon in the quick menu. And that's this. Okay. Oh, so this is kind of like the butterfly effect in Until Dawn, I guess, where it like shows you all the major choices you made. Oh, so I guess that was an option. I wonder what would have happened if we'd stayed the night at Stella's. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna save just because we got past chapter 1. Okay, we can put our clothes in the dresser, we can poke around the closet, look out the window. Let's put our clothes away finally. I don't normally put my clothes away when I'm on a trip that's like less than 2 weeks, but might as well. Oh yeah, might as well get that out of the way before you start the day. Has it been in there for 2 days now? It's cute. It's cute. I could give it my boiled peanuts. I don't know if they eat those. I don't think that's good for them. Yeah. I don't know if I should put the rest of our clothes in here. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, poke around the closet. Okay. Look out the window. Was that there last time? Right here? Was that there? Looks like somebody with like a jacket and one eye hole and blood on them. Doesn't it? Like they got like a sheet over their head. Was that there last time? I don't know. No, it wasn't. It wasn't, okay? I know I wasn't imagining that. For a second you thought you saw movement. Could have been an animal, it could have been something else. Whatever it is, it's gone now. Leave. I am not going out there. I guess maybe in the daytime we're safe. And there's a kitty. Hey, Frou-Frou. You are a beautiful kitty cat. You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over, as silly as that may seem. You are, after all, talking to a cat. Frou-Frou merely flicks her tail faster. It doesn't look promising. Yeah, no, she doesn't want that. Hey. You know the police called me this morning? You've only been here 1 day and you've already had a run-in with the cops? Yeah, I told you already. Told you I saw someone die last night. So you did. It was late and I was tired and I assumed Stella put you up to a little joke after dragging you into the woods. Anyways, does it really matter? Some old farmer disappeared after going hunting in the middle of the woods at night, so what? Something like that was bound to happen eventually, and frankly, you're lucky it didn't happen to you. Jeez. Still, they had quite a few questions about you, Clem. Before you asked, don't worry, I told them you're an upstanding citizen. Thank you. But I'd rather not waste my time talking to cops. It's irritating, and this is already a very difficult week. Just don't put anything else on my plate right now, okay? Good. Oh, she smiled. Oh, we missed it! What was it? A very happy smile. Gotta get to work. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Sunset. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak and slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. Time to start your day. Oh, I think investigating or cleaning the bathroom would be a good thing. Let's save, and then hopefully we can do the garden and then clean the bathroom. Well, it's just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. It's a beautiful garden. In the daytime, probably a better time than any to go, I guess. You wander farther into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. Is that a cemetery up there? The garden is peaceful, but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be. The greenhouse sits in the midst of an overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect, its glass clouded and cracked. Statues reach out from within a sea of weeds, as if begging to be rescued. Most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates, at the very peak of the mountain, sits a graveyard. Oh, it is a graveyard. I guess that makes sense because it's like a family estate. It's interesting that it looks like this kid has horns, doesn't it? Oh, I guess it's like a cherub and an imp. We need to close that door. That poor kitty cat's gonna get outside. You just make out a few of the headstones, the Scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. You notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you're standing now. You crouch down, pushing aside greenery to examine the soft earth. Boot print. Big boot print. What looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. You snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy. That's smart. Time to figure out what to do. Let's try to clean the guest bathroom. What's that mean? I got an achievement that says refusing the call. What's that mean? What did I do? you're gonna have to keep using the ungodly bathroom, you're gonna have to at least make sure the surfaces have been bleached. I should not be doing this because I'm horrific at cleaning, like notoriously just terrible at cleaning. This is essentially what my bathroom is like. I have no excuse for it. I just really I don't have bugs or like dirt or anything like this, but I am so bad at like scrubbing and keeping things tidy. You scrounge for cleaning supplies, finding a few dusty containers and spray bottles, none of which you recognize. They all feel like antiques, but they're the best you have. Armed with a rag and a trash bag, you set to work. Monumental task, it nauseates you to think just how many years of caked up dirt, grunge, and former fluids you have to scrub away to return some semblance of normalcy to the bathroom. It looks a lot better. That might be as much as you can do without a pressure washer and renovations. But at least taking showers here won't make you feel dirtier than when you started. That's true. Hi, baby. Oh my gosh, my cat is being so cute right now. I'm gonna try and get a picture and put it here so that you can see how cute he's being. He just crawled into his little... Oh, here's a good boy. Hello. He just crawled into his little bed that I have set up on my desk. He looks very sweet. Your admiration of a job adequately done is interrupted by the sudden, heavy thunk 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 of a metal door knocker, the sound seeming to reverberate its way down your spine. Someone is at the front door. It's the police. Before you get the chance whether to open it or not, it opens. Oh, it's Sybil. Oh, hi, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. I've been thinking about what you went through all last night. Brought some fresh tea. Let's settle in somewhere and talk. You and the old hippie make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse before pouring you steaming tea from her thermos. It smells amazing, a nostalgic, earthy odor reminiscent of fall, as if it was brewed with autumn leaves. Duke. I wonder if that was like Duke's zombie standing out there watching us. Or maybe it was the miner from last night. I'm guessing then the miner is not Duke. I thought that the miner was Duke, but like in the game somewhere it referred to that creepy person standing outside her house as the miner, so I'm assuming it's not Duke. Let's take a sip. Take a sip of tea. Tastes not unlike a rotten log, but somehow it isn't unpleasant. Like you're tasting a hike through the dawn-dampened woods. It leaves a refreshing, citrusy aftertaste, like a cool breeze sweeping the leaves from the path that the tea left on your tongue. I hope you like it. This is my new chaga and lemon balm blend. I love experimenting with local ingredients. Oh my! Thank you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. Is there any news about Duke? His family has been notified. It's as much as I know. For Duke, he was a good man. But I fear his death is merely a sign of more tragedy to come. Which, I suppose, brings us to what I came to talk to you about. We went through quite the ordeal last night and are holed up alone and... Well, bless her heart, but Tabitha hasn't exactly reclaimed this place since Perlan passed. I feel like I'm inhaling cobwebs. I wanted to check in on you. How are you holding up, dear? Really? I think it's kind of overwhelming. I don't even know how I'd feel in this situation. I don't know how I'm doing. So much has already happened. I've only been here for a day. Well, if it's any consolation, there's a sound somewhere above you. Creaking floorboard portraying a shifting presence. There's something in the room above you. I can't tell if this place is haunted or if there's going to be somebody secretly living in here with us. You heard that too, didn't you? You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mines for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it would be a good idea if you came along. I don't like the idea of you being alone in this big house. What about Frou-Frou? Frou-Frou, please protect yourself, okay? Not with the town the way it is right now. There's another creak from above. Leaving suddenly seems like a very good idea. I just want to know if she thinks it's haunted. You think this place is haunted? If it is haunted, I wouldn't doubt that you'd find out as soon as you were alone here for too long. Sounds to me like whatever might be here is already restless to have you to itself. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I didn't even realize that I was like loud in there. Wonderful. Neither of you waits around to see if the sounds will continue. You quickly make your way back to the door and out into the inviting autumn air. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze, your lungs having grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of the estate, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. At least it's a pleasant day for a walk. There really is nothing like the mountains in autumn. There's something comforting about the woman's presence. She exudes warmth, her smile feeling like a kindly approval, even though you've done nothing to earn it. There, Mr. Sybil. We're trying to get in on the Gilf action. I'm kind of interested in all of these, actually. Is there Mr. Sybil? There was, but unfortunately he passed about 1.5 years ago, give or take. Lots of dead people in this town. Have you noticed that? Life up in the hills can be hard on people for all kinds of reasons, even if you never stepped foot in the mines. So he wasn't a miner. What did he do? How did you wind up here, Queen? My family's been in the hills for generations, possibly even longer than yours. I married into the general store, though. Before that, we were just your standard hill folk, kept to ourselves, fended for ourselves. That's why I know so much about the local flora. That kind of knowledge was vital for all the generations that came before me to survive out here. What you know about my family history? Oh yes, everyone here knows quite a bit about your family. You founded the town, after all. Your family and the history of this town are completely intertwined. Great, well, I'm not sure exactly how many greats that would be. Some distant grandfather of yours started the mine, which started the town. The town nearly collapsed into ruin after the collapse in 1918. Once again, your family pulled it back up. Now, here we are. Not sure what else there is to say. What do you want to know? We've certainly had our fair share of those, but no. There's a mine collapse in 1918. The town lost so many souls that day. Men and boys. This was before child labor laws came into effect in these parts. Really? Yeah. I guess, maybe. As if the collapse wouldn't have been bad enough, tragedy on its own, there had to be children involved. Oh, well, that's sad. Saving just... I feel like I haven't saved in a while. It seems your family avoided most of the blame, especially since they managed to pull the town back together afterwards. I remember being angry at someone when they're the reason you have food on your table. Surprised my family doesn't own the general store. It seems like the sort of thing founders of a mining town would want to control. That's a bit of a touchy subject. My husband's family owned the store since the 20s or so. The Scouts have been trying to buy it off ever since. That continues to this very day. That's a big reason why my daughter's reluctant to leave town as much as she's always saying she will. Do you know Tabitha owns most of the houses around here? If she owned the general store too, well, Scarlet Hollow would be 2 steps away from a company town. I don't think Kanika likes the thought very much. Yeah, what? Are there not many of us? I suppose fate is crueler to some than others. In a lot of ways your family's been very fortunate, but the Scarlets have seen their fair share of death as well, maybe more than their fair share. Really not my place to speculate about people's finances. But you've seen the state of the place. I think that speaks for itself. I am curious about if there's a church. Yes, though it's not exactly in the best condition. It's a very, very old building, and I don't think any pastor has been able to keep up with the kind of maintenance it needs. How many people go out there? It seems no one wants to pray in a church that's threatening to fall in on them. That's kind of surprising, I feel like, in a small town, that there's no, like, religious presence. My daughter- oh, there is, I guess. My daughter also says she finds the current pastor creepy, but I think he's a nice enough young man. He's young? Oh, poor young pastor got stuck out here. In the middle of nowhere, like no church. Just struggles with people, which isn't the best position to find yourself in if your job is people. That's true. What does she think of? Such a ray of sunshine. You don't know if anything that's happened to her, she tries to smile through it all. An admirable young woman, if you ask me. She works too hard, but I suppose that's the burden she carries with your family's mind to run. Can't be doing her any good, though. I'm sure it has something to do with her disposition. Bless her heart. She's being polite. I already said it, and I meant it. I worry for her. Sybil is a worthy foe on the battlefield of social niceties. Who's this? Who are you? Is this a relative?
Oh la la!
Joan! Wonderful to see you as always. Have you met Clem? Oh, she's tall. Sybil? No, we haven't met. Joan here's our resident doctor. Oh! And Clem is Vivian's kid, of course in town for the funeral. Put that together. She is pretty. So there's a lot here. You're pretty. Let's meet you, note respectfully. I'm not gonna be rude. That's about my cousin. People don't seem to like her. Just say nice to meet you. Dr. Kelly, do you? People my son's age don't get first name privileges. How old are we supposed to be? Oh, so she's Reese's mom. We still haven't met Reese. He's surviving, same as usual. You know that. Your son has a rare condition. You make a habit of sharing that kind of private information with anyone who wanders into town. Tell him Kanika says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella miss seeing him. Oh, you know, since you're here, maybe we should set them up for a visit this week. Doesn't that sound nice? Clem could come too. Sybil, they're adults. You just said I was a kid. We don't need them to set up play dates, and you know how easy it is for them to tire himself out. It's not even worth it. I need to get home and get him his meds. I can't stand around talking all day. Jeez. She's a bit of a brusque woman, isn't she? But her heart's in the right place. Anyway, we should be on our way too. It's not much farther now. Not much farther? We're still in the driveway. She's right. It takes very little time to reach the Scarlet Hollow Mines. Humble exterior greets you at the place that made your family its fortune. Cousin just so happens to be at the gates, but it seems you aren't the only visitor she's dealing with at the moment. This is ridiculous. You can't fire me for having a damn cold. There's gotta be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation? Ooh, I know a lot about employee rights. Let's find out more information here. You aren't fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Well, unfortunately, there goes your employee rights argument. They're a lot harder to prove than being fired. Cutbacks had to be made, and obviously I'm going to prioritize those cutbacks on workers who have a habit of missing shifts. That, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Careful there, Tabitha. Careful. That sounds like that might be a violation right there. Uh-oh. I had mono. I was puking my guts out. I couldn't crawl my sorry ass into that pit, and you wouldn't have wanted me there anyway. You only give us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a shit system. Jeez. I don't have a note from the doctor. I can't just take you at your word. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them, with the proper paperwork. Don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your coworkers to pick up the slack, and that's not fair to them. Ooh, and this seems like a little like retaliation or something. If you have a tendency to get sick like that, maybe you shouldn't be working in a place like this to begin with. So, you can do, like, technically, like, you can do, like, this thing where you can legally discriminate against an employee. It's called a BFOQ, Bona Fide Occupational Qualification, where you can discriminate against them if the thing you're discriminating against is something that is vital to the workplace. Race never counts for that. But, like, for example, like, I don't know if it would work here, I don't know. But, like, you could say, like, somebody who isn't able-bodied can't work in the mine because it's too dangerous or it's too strenuous. That being said, I don't think mono would count as a disability. I don't know. I'll give you 2 weeks to move out. Oh, he lives there? To hell with you and your damn mind. The shit house you had me living in. You'd be all better off a heap of rubble. Ooh, careful in there now. Careful there. Meyer kicks the dirt in a final act of frustration but wanders off, leaving Tabitha standing steadfast at the gates. Sybil? Clown? What are you doing here? I wanted to have a word with your cousin here, and I had some business with you as well. It looks to me like you're busy. I wouldn't want to impose. Why don't you drop by the tea room sometime this week, Tabitha? Yeah, sure. I'll swing by tomorrow. Wonderful. I'll be on my way. But it was lovely catching up, Clem. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town. One finally leaves, and you're alone with your cousin again. Well, so much for you not intruding on my work. Come on, I guess I'll babysit you in my office. You don't need to babysit me in your office. Probably know more about offices than you do. I'm a girl boss. You better. She really does not want Stella in that place. I like that she likes cats. It's a cute little detail. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. I don't know. Nothing you have to worry about. Running a business isn't sunshine and roses. Like, it's almost never sunshine and roses. You what? But there could have been important stuff in there. Sure, it was messy, but it's not like it was unsanitary or anything. What gave you the right to throw things away just because they look like trash to you? I wonder if she's a hoarder. You see all this paper? I mean, it could just be paperwork, but I get this. This is like how I feel when people clean stuff up for me. I really hate it. Even though I need it, like, desperately, I just, like, don't like people touching my stuff. Don't appreciate people coming into my space and moving things around. Don't try to be helpful, got it? Well, not, so let that be a lesson. Oh, it was toilet paper, though. I have to get back to work. Try not to bother me, I need to concentrate. Stella, she's apparently been banned from the mines. Stella isn't the only likeness captured on the wall of your cousin's trailer. On either side of Tabitha's desk are portraits of older people, a woman and a man, and a woman and an old-timey man. Shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. Besides that, there isn't much else to see. Curious about this. Don't need to discuss the intricacies of how I run my business with you. I'm making decisions because I'm the one who knows what needs to be done for this place to stay running, and I don't need someone who's never run so much as a startup to try and tell me how I should be operating. Or if the game is forgetting that I'm like a first year associate. It's not like I can take any time off either. I'd kill for 3 days. I likes to poke in places she shouldn't. She kept sneaking up here to film videos or whatever her excuse was. And if that's not a lawsuit waiting to happen, so she's banned. Yeah, she's actually, that's true. I mean, but the thing is you don't technically own a duty of care to a trespasser, but still not smart legally. I'm sure you recognize Perlan at this point. The other one is Enoch, our great-great-grandfather, who saved the mine from ruin after the collapse. The idea was to have all the family members who owned the mines up on this wall, but I don't think Perlan was too excited to have great-grandma Eddie staring down at her all day, so we're missing one. Can't blame her. I remember that woman well enough to know why she wouldn't want the reminder. Perlan's. She put it up there to intimidate people. Always thought it was a little old-fashioned, but if it works, it works. You wouldn't have asked about it if it didn't leave an impression on you. Her smile's funny. God, you really talk about it, don't you? I'm an adult. I don't cling to the dynamics of my childhood. I have a lot more questions, but I don't like how she treated that guy, but I don't want to cause issues with her. I'm just gonna let her work. Sit for a long few minutes. Tabitha taps away at her keyboard. Pleasant birdsong you're used to hearing as the constant backdrop of Scarlet Hollow has been replaced with distant sounds of machinery, muffled as it is by Tabitha's thin office walls. And then sounds of machinery are joined by another sound, the angry rumbling of your stomach. Hey, are you hungry? I could pick us up something if there's a place to get food. Oh, I guess now that you mention it, yeah. Cafeteria has mac and cheese. I don't hate it. It's the building with a big cafeteria sign on it. I don't have to get lost. I don't need you falling down any mine shafts. Oh, we gotta look around. Get up, leaving Tabitha's office, and once again step out to the fresh air. I'm scared my mouse is gonna die because it keeps lagging. The cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. All the gray corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure which direction to head up in. Ask. He looks a lot like Duke, doesn't he? Was Duke wearing a mining jacket, or did I just completely imagine that? Approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut to the chase and ask where the cafeteria is, but you're here among the workers, unsupervised. What's the harm in asking if any of them have seen anything unusual? Got a reason to be bothering us? Let's not say we're related to Tabitha. She works hard. She's a good enough boss and a story. Anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He's such a cut up. Miss that dude. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Then the guy y'all said was, he's gone. That's all that matters. Okay. Anything weird lately? Weird how? Upbeat. Underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl, you're just not used to local wildlife yet. Run into any weird animals? Nope. Been talking to that townie. The one that's boss gave a lifetime ban to. Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. You know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many bird animals at all lately. It used to be I'd see some sort of critters, now it's just birds. It's your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and it's never been like this before. Maybe it's global warming then. They'd be calling it climate change now. So I met this guy on the bus. Oh, it said I want to, yeah. I was like, I want to what? Wore a beanie and a shirt said I want to, yeah. Said he had some friends working the mines up here. A lot of people wear beanies. You want pass? No thanks. I'm good. They hate those peanuts. Looking for the cafeteria. Do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Come on, Zax, go easy on him. I'm going easy on him. The cafe is slop. Better off grabbing a bite at the diner. Only good establishment in town. I don't know. The mac and cheese is pretty decent. Mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent, and we all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. It's just about to start anyways. See if someone else will help us. It isn't the boss's cousin. Can we help you with something? You know, Tabitha's cousin. We saw you walk in with her. Do any of you know a fellow named Wayne? Wayne, you mean Sam Wayne? You asked about him for. Wait, have you seen him? No. Damn, I thought... He's dead, Isaacs. Get over it. Oh, come on, man. There's no way. How could he just die? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Like, do you think... No. No way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her, charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who is Wayne? When did we learn about Wayne? You fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Weird how? Odd noises? Nothing but screech owls. Strange question. We don't exactly get out much. What does this have to do with Wayne? Another guy from the bus. What would they think of Tabitha? He's trying to insinuate something. Horrible woman. Now, fellas, let's not go besmirching the fine gentle lady in front of her own cousin. Smith is right, she's got a lot to answer for. Wait, so whoever this Wayne was he Tabitha's boyfriend? Interesting. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you, Isaacs. How serendipitous. You still don't know where the cafeteria is, but this haggard young man has, of his own accord, offered to share his wisdom with you. Great, let's walk. Well, the hard-faced young man, an anxious energy in his step as he escorts you to a building whose cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. Just gonna keep, like, regularly saving, because I'll get paranoid if I don't. You line up the steaming tiles, spiles of subpar food, undoubtedly made as cheaply as possible, judging by your cousin's business practices. Still, it smells good, though. You find your mouth watering in anticipation of the bland offerings. It's October. I guess that makes sense because they did say it's autumn, and then she's banned here too. You said something earlier about seeing Wayne. His voice is quiet and nervous. Tabitha see him? Did she say anything to you about him? Did we see him last night? Thank God, everyone thought he was dead. Doesn't sound like him though, he's not. Are we talking about a certain young man who may or not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fellow, wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talked. Got it? I don't want to disappear too. Isaacs obviously has more to say, but this isn't the time and place to coax more information out of him. Yeah, let's give him our information. Put your phone number on a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. You reach towards Isaac and shake his hand, passing your note to Palm. Don't mention it. And he's gone. What's got that kid so jumpy? It's like he's never heard of a guy running off because he got broke up with before. Yeah, I've skipped town over less. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got chicken and dumplings. I like chicken and dumplings. Yeah, what do you guys know about Wayne? All I know is a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp's seen him since. Figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his belle. Thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. If you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed... Fall on your knees if a woman of means... doing, like, poetry at us. Showed the slight bit of interest in you. Or any woman at all. Fair enough. Talking about Tabitha? Yep. So that's what I thought. You'd best get going. Wouldn't want that hot meal to go cold. You don't make it far. Something stops you. A strange uneasiness, a feeling of being watched, the smell of sick flesh. So this is Wayne. The guy we saw earlier. Is he the same guy that we saw last night? Clem, I wish you could have stayed at the estate. It's dangerous here. Okay. Is he, like, alive? Or a zombie? I want to know if he needs help, but also, like, some buddy of his was looking for him. Do you need help? It looks like you're hurt. So you aren't afraid of me? Well, not if you're just standing there, like you're not hurting me or anything. Good. Protect yourself before worrying over others, Clem. There are other forces at play here, trying to pull you in their own directions. They've already made things more difficult for us both. I hope you have the strength to survive what they intend to put you through, for both our sakes. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. But you don't even know who I am! I'm trying to look at, like, what he looks like under his little wedding veil. Even if it's already too late to stop, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I'll be watching you. Okay. Took you long enough? What, was there a long line? in danger? No. This is my office. It's probably the most boring, least dangerous place on the planet. Come on, let's have lunch. The sooner we eat, the sooner we can go home. Is that Stella? Oh god. How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what that means? Tabitha shuts the door and you both march your way down the hill. You and Tabitha approach Stella. The two old timers take notice and wander off. Tabby! Clem, hey! I was just... trespassing? Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. Shit, I knew we needed a lookout. Is there someone talking to you through an earpiece? Kanika, is that you on the other end? Stella hastily removes her earbud, muffling the other voice. Sorry, Tabby, it's just that Oscar's kid, Rosalina, has been missing since yesterday, so we decided to look around to see if anyone's seen her. While we were at it, we were also seeing if anyone had encountered these things we saw in the woods last night. Ditchlings that Sybil said are like little mothmen foretelling doom. Stella... Also, there's this guy Wayne who used to work here, and who Kanika says is super creepy and sick, and... Stella. Yeah? Just stop. Stop talking. Not like I was filming or anything, I'm barely here, I promise. You're standing right in front of me, extremely here. Why didn't you check the usual teen haunts for that kid? The Maxwell place, or the gas station, or whatever. They were but here, where you were explicitly not allowed to be. It's the site of one of the world's worst catastrophes that ever befell the town. Worst, not world's worst. There's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's what our research pointed us towards, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, well, she would think something was awful going to happen here. She hates me and everything I stand for and thinks the town would be bustling utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. In reality, we both know it wouldn't exist without me. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go someplace else before... Tabitha trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed the girl with the dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. Is that Rosalina? It's Rosalina, yeah. Kanika, we found her. She's headed up the hill. The hill? She's not headed for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? We better go after her before somebody gets killed up there. You've gotta be kidding me. No, this is great. I'll let her know Oscar's looking for her, then we can get out of your hair. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries after the girl, disappearing over the hill. Damn it, I'm never gonna finish my spreadsheets. Nobody needs to be playing around those mines. We better break this up. You can vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarded-up entrance of the old mine. They went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended while it gets dark. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. She knows her way around? Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. I'm gonna save. This seems like it might get dangerous in here. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expect, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin navigating the maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up? Probably an attractive nuisance. 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. Almost ruined my family. Lucky few died instantly, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or burns, or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. Can't say I blame them. I didn't like any of those choices. 168 people walked blindly to their deaths, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried in it. None of us knew the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Sounds like rocks shifting. Have you not been careful up to this point? Did I give you my whole tragedies of the past spiel for nothing? Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears into the mine. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up the snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's not really asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you gonna even do here? What? Wait, what's happening? Looks like we found our trespassers. Oh, because she does have a little brother, doesn't she? Wasn't there a boy in Sybil's portrait that she had in her home? Maybe it's her brother. Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika over here. She avoids me like the plague. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her, aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows. The two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. She doesn't know our family. She just knows me. Barely. Man, that doesn't mean it's my fault. What am I supposed to do? Close the mine and let everyone lose their jobs? You can give up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. Just move on, alright? Oh my god, there's so many kids down here. You need to stop taking this dog dangerous places, please. I am begging you. Kanika's got the millennial hat on.
We are young. There's a fire in our soul. We go big or go home together. We are.
You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teenagers engage Stella and Kanika in heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it's actually really safe and we can hang out here whenever we want. Wait, back up. I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your daughter was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. She is happy about that. Shit. Oh hey Tabby, Clem, guess you two caught up. Hanging around with Tabitha today, I guess? Well, at least maybe you two can talk some sense into these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority. You don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in, I'm trying to make a point. None of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean. It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Come on, this place is way sturdy. Check it out. Oh no. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we heard earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. Sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realized how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Alexis, I don't like you saying that to an 8th grader. It's giving you're very mature for your age. Enough. Damage is already done. Now leave. I'm putting my mother in the ground this week. I do not have the patience to deal with children. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything. This is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. I would like nothing, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time, and I still do dangerous things now. Or did you not learn anything from last night? And who are we to tell them where they can hang out? Stella, you're pissing me off. Yeah, let's let those kids hang out in an abandoned mine where a bunch of people died. These 8th graders. Yeah, and that's the owner. Tabitha, you're in the right here. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're trying to boss people around while you were trespassing. Hell yeah, Tabitha, tear the sad 20-somethings to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. No, she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate, a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually pretty sick setup. It's insane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're gonna do underage drinking, just go do it in the woods. Get off my property. Is that eye makeup or did something just happen to her? Oh, it's eye makeup. Okay. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? I should care because it's a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore. He's lying to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. It's not, like, bullying or something. Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might already have some actual character. Not that mature anyway, she still sleeps with stuffed animals. Aren't you guys like what is 8th grade, like 13? Doesn't mean she's not mature, I still have pork chop, you know? I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and like ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of my mind. My god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there's no ghost. Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could oh, Stella, come on, stop instigating. Bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you can always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I'm wasting this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. Hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids empty this mine before someone gets black lung or crushed by rocks or meets one of the many terrible fates people meet in abandoned mines. Oh no. That wasn't me, I swear. What was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of, like, perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? Tommy knockers? Oh my gosh. I used to be obsessed with Spiderwick growing up, and one of my very favorite things in Spiderwick was the cave knockers. Because they looked like chihuahuas to me. And I love chihuahuas. An old Cornish myth, named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in mines right before it collapses. Or before it collapses. Some say the knocking is a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Stella? I mean, that's not all they do. Sometimes they're also mischievous. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. You have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Come on, Tabby, you can come too. You guys are going after anything spooky, count me in. We don't want you here. You were like 12, bro. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneaking off. I noticed them sneaking off, and I've been like zoning out the entire time we're here. He dressed like Naruto. They may have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. Never be able to get those hips through there. Philip, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for human adults, we would already be done with this mess. But no, there just have to be remnants from the bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a few minutes ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. You're ruining our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. At this point, just let these kids die. They're suicidal. If Becca says we're safe, we're totally safe. Just, whatever, come on you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, they should be. Those kids are stupid. Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Clem. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I can never fit in that tunnel anyway. They've crossed a barrier I cannot, so my time is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. Happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you're not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Come on, Tabby, I've been down there a ton, I could totally help out. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste time arguing. I feel like we should get professionals. I can represent you in the negligence case. I just don't want to do this. Let's see. So, right, negligence. You need to prove a duty that she had a duty to someone, and then it was violated, and that's how they got hurt. Normally, you wouldn't have a duty to trespassers, but because they're children, you can make an attractive nuisance issue. But I mean, she took steps to protect the attractive nuisance. Like, she boarded off the mines. She tried to tell the children multiple times to get out. She did everything she could. They crawled into a tunnel where she could not reach them. She's not getting sued. Like, I mean, she might get sued, but she's winning the case. Like, just get out of here at this point. Yeah, please. Take the dog. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, and Gretchen, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up if we go this way. And Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Three of you move deeper into the mine. You hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Oh! Hey. I don't know, I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Come on, she doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I thought she did have a sponsor. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make money from ads and donations. I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congrats on your sponsor, though. Dang, Stella, Meat Rice? That's a big deal. They're on, like, every big podcast. Thank you, thank you. Feels like a really big step for the channel. Just wish Becca hadn't said all the things she said tonight. Yeah, I guess you're right. Surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. You never struck me as someone who'd let other people's opinions bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have to try so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. It's just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, the knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No. It's just a shadow. There's no reason to be freaked out. I saw it. Uh-oh. Those kids are gonna get some lumps on them and then get eaten and killed. These are terrible children. I would not have done this when I was a child. The bright side, Clem. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. Glares at her. That's just the active mind echoing through the walls, right? Nah, that's Tommy Knockers. I'm sure of it. It's not Tommy Knockers. That being said, it's definitely not the active mind. We use a machine these days and it sounds nothing like that. Probably just rocks falling somewhere deep in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. You could not pay me enough money in the world to do this. As deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. I feel like we should save soon. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. The darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. Never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you always wanted. Martha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Guess we have no choice. Oh, this is so stupid. We should not be down here. This is so dangerous. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. Actually, this way. Shut up, no one even wanted you to come with us. I hear the creepy breathing. Becca? Yeah, they're close, alright. Good thing they're so damn loud. Sounds like they're really lost. Oh my gosh, this is very... No! Why are we doing this? What is that? Is there fire? What's going on? Is this real? Do we just have like a premonition? I guess it would have been like, not really a premonition because it's not before, but a vision of the past? Oh, Tabitha got knocked out too? Fine. You barely open your eyes, you're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. Jackson, no! Oh my god. Everyone in this situation is so stupid. Fade back out of your consciousness as your companions clamber out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, once again, you hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. I think the teens are gonna die. Our cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down here. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they're going. They'll listen to you. Oh my god. No, leave them. Leave them. We are not getting, like, everybody in this mine killed because those two teenagers who went in here on purpose. This is a movie. The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is not be buried alive ourselves. Yeah, we are not going back for them. I didn't know what they're doing. I should have pushed back harder. If they die down here, it's my fault. No, it's their fault. Makes you feel any better. You can die down here too if you want. I don't care. No, it's not the time. Alexis, Becca, this way. The way out is this way. If you just follow my voice, you'll make it out. Yeah, I don't think they're making it out, or there wouldn't be an achievement for it. She grabs your hand and the two of you start climbing. This way, come on. Oh, cool. I thought she just kind of did bureaucratic stuff. I didn't know she actually worked around, like, in the mine, so that's kind of cool. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? So sorry, I'm so sorry I left you guys. You didn't, we made you. It's deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. Scary. Are we gonna get out? No, not yet. Entrance is so close. I'm so sorry. It's okay, Rosalina. Okay, we're almost there. Stella, did you just come out here and hang out? Oh my god, Stella, she's getting on my nerves right now. Maybe they got out. It's possible, right? Maybe there's another entrance? Maybe they're still alive in there? Oh god. So sorry. Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad's on his way. He should be here any minute. So sorry. I'm going back to camp. I'll be back with some men. They can start digging. I'll call Earl. We're gonna be at the scene of the crime again. Takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives with more men and a machine to start digging through the rubble. You, Stella, and Kanika are afforded a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. I think that's gonna hurt our relationship with her, but that was like crazy. Like that was just like really crazy. There were survivors in the last collapse. At least Rosalina's safe. Thank God. You and Tabby didn't pull Rosalina out when you did, you all might have wound up buried down there. I think you did the right thing. I think so too. I hallucinated down there. As soon as I saw that carving, I saw weird flashes, and when I came to, I could have sworn I saw shadows in the corner of the chamber. It was some sort of vision. What? No, Clem is probably right. They were at the bottom of an old mine filled with who knows what kind of gases. I had no Neeks. You weren't down there. Clem and Tabby had kind of like simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. So that must be the librarian. Guys, I don't think she's quite ready to talk just yet. What happened down there? Oscar, Clem pulled her out of a mine collapse. We don't know what happened to her friends. Clem, you mean Clem Scarlet? She stood up for herself. Proud. Good kid, Oscar. Thanks. Thank you, Clem. Just wish I could have kept her from going down in the first place. If I'd paid closer attention to her, maybe none of this would have happened. Those kids wouldn't be down there. I can't help but feel like it was my responsibility to prevent this, and I blew it. I normally am 100% in the camp of like almost everything that happens bad to kids is parents' fault. I think this is not his fault. He had like, the only responsible child in this situation, and then like these kids were stupid. As a former reckless teen myself, and current reckless adult, yeah, they're right. I guess that's true. I tried to let Rosalina make her own mistakes and learn from them. But that's for staying up late, or going too fast on her skateboard. Not this. Stella told us how your house is haunted. I think she was trying to get away from that. Rosalina told you that? Yes, it's true, but you have to understand there's something in that house. We believe you, Oscar. I wouldn't let it hurt her, and since I know how to get rid of it, I set up a back room at the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it would be better for her. Instead, it just drove her away. Staying with friends, not checking in, and now this. It's all because of that house. Because of me. Because I haven't been able to fix this. I just wish she could understand. I think it would be a little crazy if you said ghosts aren't real. Let's offer to help. Yeah, we'll help get rid of your ghost. We'll figure out what non-ghost thing it actually is. Either way, though, we're here for you. Thanks, guys. That means a lot. I shouldn't have kept this to myself, but I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous. Dad, you must be so mad at me. Oh, Rosa, no. Of course I'm not mad at you. Think maybe they got out, but there's another exit somewhere? Rosalina. I should have pushed harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I just don't want them to be dead. I'm sorry, Dad. You don't have to be sorry. You're alive and safe. We couldn't have gone back for them, right? We wouldn't have made it out if we went back. The difference between the street smart one and we couldn't have made it out if we went back for them. I think the best thing you can do for your friends right now, until we get them out of there, is to enjoy the life you have. I know I haven't made that easy for you, and you've been frustrated with the choices I've made. And I do what it takes to move us back to our old house. We're gonna have a good life again, Rosa. Sorry I didn't do this sooner, and I'm sorry that this is what it took. Dad. We're on the case. We're gonna do a ghost hunting segment? Thank you, Clem. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina. Anytime. Cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. Alright, Clem. The men are set up to start digging. Let's go home and get some rest. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss, in private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on them. They did nothing wrong here. Thank you for sticking up for us. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh sure, but that can wait. We would know where to find y'all. What a coincidence running to you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Clem. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. A man has to have his me time. I was briefed on the events of last night. Even though we're still not sure what went on, it could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could be he's just on an extended hunting trip. We showed you the video of him getting shot. Wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. But still the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so no way to confirm until we track him down. I understand both of these were terribly unfortunate accidents, had nothing to do with you being in the area, but as officers of the law, you have to understand we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple days in a row. We have to ask, what exactly were these teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family? Why were you down there with them? Yeah. Okay, you stop repeating yourself. Yeah, I really don't have to talk to them, but whatever. Being thorough has to officers to do law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Maybe Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. Make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no, this is just awful coincidence. Not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they gonna take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know? I do. Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the state. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that's happened tonight. See you tomorrow, okay, Clem? Tomorrow? Already ruined my evening on 2 consecutive nights, Stella. What do you think you will be doing with my cousin tomorrow? We went ghost hunting at Oscar's, remember? We talked about it in the mines. You were there. I didn't think you were serious. Fine. If we're gonna keep running into each other, we might as well have an open line of communication. I don't have Stella's number, so Clem, make sure you do. Oh, sure. Don't worry, I'll only use this newfound power when it's truly urgent, like inviting you over for breakfast. Keep me posted on what she's doing. Let me know if this ghost hunt actually happens. Really, you care what she's doing so much? Clearly I have to. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by her arm. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car starts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. You're told not. Poorly, but I'd really rather we didn't get into it. We won't want for days at the earliest. Parents should have kept tighter reins on them. I never got into trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearline to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. What I'm telling you this for... What am I telling you this for? Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to put into it right now, but I think I'd like that. Gotta focus on the road. This day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Let's go to bed. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of ditchlings by the side of the road. Oh shit. I saw them again too. Oh god. WTF, these things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. Unless there's more to them being here than that mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. Not looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. Adrenaline from the evening is finally wearing off, replaced by creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Let's go... Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous picture on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. Decrepit. Yeah, I know, I do feel a little bad about this, but it's also like, I don't know what they thought was gonna happen. Like, they don't deserve this, obviously. But, Rosalino, like, I did not want her and me and my cousin to die for these two people that willingly put themselves into that situation. You close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexa and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Kitty! Just a cat. It's always a cat. She's sleeping on us. Oh, you're a good kitty. Huh? Nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. That's so true. I love when my cat sleeps something like that. So maybe we should go downstairs. It's the end of episode 2. I think episode 2 is shorter than episode 1. I think there's 5 episodes out right now, but I don't know if that's as many as it will have because when I downloaded the game it said it was early access, so. Alright, so that was episode 2 of Scarlet Hollow. I think this episode was shorter. I think it was really interesting. It was fun to see the mines. I like that we got a little more history. I'm liking that we're getting interactions with the ghost. And I will say I would never know where the story is going, but I still think that there is like effective foreshadowing and development and stuff like that, which is really fun because that's kind of hard to find in a mystery story. I like the characters a lot. I think Kanika got some additional depth this episode. Maybe I made a cruel choice by leaving those girls down there. I don't know. I didn't want Rosalina to die. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I hope that we find out what happens to them in the next episode. I might just go through and play the next episode and see how far I get. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you in episode 3. Thank you!